is that alchemy would request some foodstuffs from Private Socket.
He doesn't eat food, though.
He doesn't eat food, but he might still be able to bake. I don't know.
I mean, he probably could, but he chooses not to because he can't taste his own food anymore.
Yeah.
What if
he does not bake at all.
Okay.
He has no food because it brings up bad memories.
All right, cool.
Sorry.
So,
Mr. Rogers?
You okay, Colin?
Yeah, I had to go to the
Mr.
bathroom.
Rogers just happens to provide alchemy with exactly what he needs to fix Ryan's leg, which is a bizarre chunk of meat flesh that no one really knows where he got it from.
What did I miss?
Ryan fell onto the fire escape, and we're explaining how the chunk of his leg grew back.
Oh. Alright.
Rad, does that make sense for Mr. Rogers to just have a sudden, mysterious piece of meat?
I don't know if Mr. Rogers would keep that kind of thing on hand. He's not really a meat guy. I mean, he's basically made of void, so, like, meat doesn't hold that much interest to him. He would probably point you toward the nearest place where you could find a mysterious chunk of meat, though. Like, he probably knows a guy. He's like, oh, sure thing, neighbor. I can help you. Like, why don't you talk to so-and-so, and, you know, he'll maybe have what you need. So he hooks you up with... Yep. Mr. Rogers does not personally have that, but he gets you to where you would be able to attain that.
I get it. Okay.
Awesome. So this is where we're going to try and weird science. The weird, rare, and invaluable source of meat splodge that
Ryan
Mr. Rogers so
found.
graciously pointed us in the right direction.
I guess roll plus weird to grow a chunk of your leg back.
I don't really know what I'm doing.
I mean, you're providing some good lore, I guess, that you can grow your leg chunk back with some good weird, but you have to roll it. I'll give you what's your weird right now?
2.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. Go, roll weird.
I'm scared.
This better work.
What the? Oh, you did 20. You put 20. You forgot the D.
Someone's loading the dice.
Editing it is not gonna work.
Oh fuck. Okay.
It's like, excuse me?
Oh fuck. Okay.
That should just be an automatic fail.
Wow. Hey, you won. All right. Let's see. What is
Let me just slap that in the quotes real quick.
Thank you. All right, weird science on a win. Okay, so you have to pick 2 requirements. I'm assuming weird material because you had that meat thing.
We've got the weird material.
And what's the second thing that's weird about it?
Okay.
It's vegan meat chunks.
I mean, you could say you need help, and you just like your friend Al kind of helps you.
Okay.
Because that way it doesn't take up as much time and stuff.
We'll do that, and that's just...
You got the weird meat, and you got the help.
This is Al teaching him proper weird science.
Yes. All right. So there you go.
I've also now got essence of meat chunk. Whatever that does.
Boy.
Whatever the hell that does. Yep. All right. Let's. All right. Well, that's what everyone's been doing for the past week.
Can I just mention one thing? I have not gone to check out Rad's little workshop place because I've seen Grace and Alamia both go up there individually and Rad rush up after them, as well as see it happen to Ryan, but then see Ryan not come back down the stairs and come in through the door. So I'm just like, nope.
I'm assuming Ryan just comes back in through the window of the apartment, right? Does he stay in the lab?
No, yeah, he comes back. He comes back through the fire escape on another door on another floor. He comes back up. He comes back from like the main door. It's like to Rad's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like really out of breath and quite bruised from the fact that he did fall a bit.
And also got punched in the face by a force field.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm not going near that place.
For
Plus
now,
he-
anyway.
Plus, when I first tried to go up there, Rad was like, "Oh no, you ain't."
Yeah, that's true. I did already stop you once. How does
So-
your friend react to seeing, like, Ryan come back all bruised?
Oh, he's just laughing. Damien's little friend in his head is just laughing. He thinks that's fucking hilarious.
I am
All right.
continuing to ignore it
Scary.
because I don't want to be seen talking to my monster in my head.
I mean, you don't have to talk out loud to him.
But I also don't want to be sitting there like
Staring off into space.
intensely staring off into space as I converse with this thing. So
Fair enough. So
I am trying to
bond
hide.
has been reached between your head friend and you?
no,
Hmm.
honestly, I feel like I probably have better relations with the sweater, and I tried to kill it.
So you're not like concerned about you don't want to like cure yourself or anything with that, or
I mean, I just don't really know what I can do about it right now. So I'm just like, okay, for now I'm
just-
gonna ignore it. If the opportunity presents itself, maybe I will look into it.
That's me when I get sick too. I guess this is just life now. This is how I die.
I get it. And so
Yeah.
as the week continues, we one night during that week, I'm off to I'm doing the prelude now, so I wish for quiet. And so one mysterious night. Hold on, I'm getting the music for this. And so it's night in New York City.
Hooray.
You've all learned how the world works. Monsters attracted to magic. Neon being a power source for magic. And it's your job to stop them before they ruin the peace we've established. We cut to a dark alleyway. A homeless man sleeping under some newspaper. Neon lights glowing softly near the alley entrance. Suddenly, a manhole cover shifts near him. Around slightly. He eyes it curiously. It's not every day you see someone pop out of the sewer. The man slowly gets up and looks at the hole as it opens up. It's pure black in the sewer. Maybe a couple occasional lights lining the walkways. And suddenly, a hand pops out and grabs the man by the ankle, dragging him into the sewer.
Scream.
Yes. Laughing, screaming, and sickening crunches and the sound of snapping. Just a myriad of noises.
Sorry, that's just me eating pretzel sticks in the background here.
Can you
The thing that grabbed him by
Can
the
you-
leg gripped him hard enough to draw blood. With
Can you not eat pretzel sticks for 5 minutes?
All right, back to the prelude. Slowly, from the hole, a humanoid shape and several smaller heads around him peep out of the hole, and the humanoid's big lips peel back to form a hideous grin, showing many, many sharp teeth, stained red from their recent meal. It laughs slightly as it slowly sinks back down in the sewers, dragging the manhole back over their head. And their little pals next to them chuckling. Days later, that same man washes up outside an outflow sewer pipe, now mostly a skeleton of his former self. Chunks of him gone, bones missing, and face ripped to shreds, even more than Rad's. People are scared of what could have caused this, not knowing what truly lies beneath the surface.
Dun, dun, dun.
Reports of dead homeless people have begin being found in secluded areas or new sewage drainage pipes, large chunks of flesh being taken off of them. Some even looking like they have shark bites. Even though we're inland, no reports of sharks in the sewers have ever been made. Monster Squad cleanup crews have been sent to change up the news and say that there's actually a cannibal around New York City instead of whatever's probably happening. You know, perfectly normal human crime of what they've been dealing with. Let's see. Ryan, do you read the newspaper?
Absolutely, I read the newspaper. I read like 7
He
different
reads
newspapers.
every newspaper.
That's fair.
Yeah, I read
And so
online
you know,
newspapers.
let's see. So you've gotten early access to some of these papers, probably through some school connections.
Nice.
And you got some early drafts that say homeless people found chunks missing out of them. And also,
Ryan knows how to fix that.
well, I'm not
Wouldn't
saying
it be more
anything
likely
else.
that like he notices that lots of homeless meat people have been appearing?
Homeless meat people?
Yeah, homeless meat people.
That's
I
one way to phrase
wouldn't call them meat people, but I would say that some. Well, if Ryan's likes adventuring around sewer pipes or outflow pipes, and you do notice that there are the occasional police set up to police cleanup crews to take the bodies. Just, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. We'll take that.
What does Ryan do with this new knowledge of something looking like they're eating people out of the sewer?
Well, that must be one of those. Well, first, I think the smartest idea.
Remember, you do have 2 questions left for Connect the Dots.
Sweet.
Like, you never asked any in the previous episode, so of course you can still ask them.
Oh yeah.
That same goes for whatever else people hold, you know, like Rad's 1 preparedness and whatever else, I guess.
Preparedness 2, I think, unless I.
No, not preparedness. The plan.
Okay.
Yep, I'm aware of what you're speaking of.
So, when and where will the next critical event occur? I know that there's some sewer bodies with police setups.
Sewer bodies.
Yeah.
All right. Luckily, I have this prepared. If you ask that one question, I had that prepared. I had a prepared response for that.
Oh, heck
All right.
yeah.
Let me fucking read what I wrote down. There's been large amounts of fruit stolen, cucumbers in particular. A sort of water shortage have been going on at various laundromats, and Rad's toilet is not flushing properly. So somehow
Yes.
leads to the fact
That's
that the
not
next
new.
threat is in the sewers. And luckily, this is the
Okay.
movie version of the sewers, so there is room for lots of people to be down there.
I mean, so this is like the This is like the Parisian sewers.
Ah, shit. Hold up.
The Peruvian sewers?
The Paris is the sewers in Paris. Sewer system in Paris.
Sorry, go back a few seconds. I didn't hear you.
They're like the sewer system in Paris. In, like,
Where they're
France,
like people, where they're people-sized and lots of
gigantic.
stuff. Yeah,
They're
sure. Let's
gigantic.
go.
They're like actual mazes, or like the tunnels below
The
Germany.
catacombs. All right. Anyways, yes, they're ginormous sewers. Yes, big enough for like various things to be under there and all that kind of stuff.
Is there
this-
neon down
yes,
there?
all these things
Yes.
somehow lead you to know that the next threat is within the sewers.
So does this mean I'm like really smart and I could go down there with my flashlight?
I mean, you can, but I mean, considering people have been being eaten, I wouldn't recommend it.
I'd be careful.
I need you alive.
I don't know. Ryan, are you suicidal or something?
Do I
Like,
need to keep you on a leash?
You are not a combat-oriented person, and you know for a fact that if you go down here, there is a chance to being eaten. And you know you have a fucking bodyguard from the sky to help you with this. Currently, probably in Rad's apartment right now, unless Alami is just following him now.
Okay,
Has Alami been following him?
Probably
Can I do a
not.
mission?
Okay.
Oh! Can I do a mission briefing?
Yes.
Guys,
you go
check this out.
You go to the apartment and inform everybody about what you've learned.
Okay, so Ryan has here a suitcase, big suitcase.
Oh god.
Where'd he get
Slams
that?
the suitcase
Here we
down on
go.
the table. You had to just on the coffee table, just smacks it down.
Hey, watch my table. I carved that myself.
Oh, did you?
Damn.
Yeah. See that design there? I kind of fucked up, but it's nice.
It's very beautiful.
I couldn't tell before now. Now it's gonna bother me.
He flips open the suitcase, and we have within it newspapers stuck together, pins in different articles.
About all the
There's
various
also
things I
there's
mentioned to you.
also a couple of bones in in some Ziploc bags that he
Are they-
might have gotten from evidence. He might
What?
have gotten from.
Okay, good to know.
Why do you have human remains in your briefcase?
Yeah, I thought it was the best way to transport them, considering I didn't really want to.
He just had a briefcase
like-
to get through.
Where did
I
you get
mean-
the briefcase, by the way?
I did a favor for a guy nearby. It was weird. Craigslist has all sorts of weird jobs.
80s Craigslist, too. It's on the proto-internet.
Do
He
I
wanted feet pic. He wanted feet pics.
Oh.
do I need to keep you on a leash?
Well, okay, we bring this up. This all okay. If you'll be so inclined to look at these articles, we have here Article 1. This Article 1, Andrew Smith, a homeless man who's been hanging around the 710 because they can't afford to stay open 12 hours a night, 7 days a week.
Shut up, Bob. Sorry, my cat's meowing.
Andrew Smith went missing approximately a week ago. Showed up 2 days ago. His dead body came out the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
2 more character names I can't be bothered making up now. They're dead bodies. Shut up.
Jeff Jeffries and John Johnman.
Yeah, Jeff Jeffries and John Johns. 2 other homeless people. And here we have a 4th one. This body is actually what I got the bones from. They haven't actually. I mean, they were prepping the evidence, and they just might have lost a couple of parts at the scene. You know, pretty simple stuff. But this, do we have someone who can analyze makeups? Because the sewer seems to be doing a lot of consuming over the last week. Just my vague opinion.
So what you're trying to say is there's something in the sewer that's eating homeless people.
Yes, and I was thinking maybe.
Brad's like, what else is new?
You should also mention. Okay, I want to mention about that fruit being stolen article. All the fruit was stolen by all the fruit and vegetables were stolen by midgets.
We also
But
have
they were
some articles here
they were
about
completely
fruit
covered head to
vegetables
toe,
being
and for
stolen
some
by
reason it looks like they had a banana in their mask.
It's very bizarre here. Okay, we've also got a string of fruit robberies, and all of them were performed by midgets.
Why do the midgets have to relate to the sewers?
I'm not sure yet, but there has
People
to be a
have-
connection.
People have seen them.
Right time.
People have seen them jump into the sewer manholes.
That's too obvious. But we'll take it.
Well, I'm sorry. That's like a decent escape route. I mean, have you played Payday?
Engines jumped into the sewer. Dead bodies have been showing up, and this has to be connected holistically. For the big picture, it might be connected.
And also the toilets busted in the apartment, and various water shortages at laundromats.
Again, the toilet's not new. It's not a good apartment, guys.
Also, I was taking some of my clothes down to the laundromat to do my own washing, which might surprise some of you guys, but I do. And
sorry, you got cut off there. What?
We've been running out of water recently, so we've got a lack of water. Which we know that the city has a filtration device to reuse water for various parts of the city. But that means that doesn't logically make sense. Why would there be water shortages? Why does that connect to the sewer? That doesn't make sense.
Dear Order, why did you have to send me with this
So,
guy?
what exactly do you want us to do with this information?
I think he wants us to go and beat up whatever's in the sewer.
Fuck yeah!
And so the speaker activates on the coffee table that Benjamin Gray left there. He's right, you know.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, hi.
I'm sorry, who is this? It's rude to not introduce yourself on a phone call.
It's
Sorry,
Ben,
wrong
you
number.
daft.
Ben who? Rad is like
Gray.
munching snacks, like totally messing with him.
Gray, you know me. I'm your boss. I'm
Ben
gonna
Gay,
help
is that you?
Yes.
I don't have a boss anymore. I'm retired, first of all.
You said that yesterday, but you know that's bullshit.
Ben, how did you know?
This thing has a fucking microphone on it. I
Ben Gay, do you sit around
read the
listening to my
newspaper
house?
and fucking having
Don't you have
shark
a
bites
social
on
life?
homeless people in the middle of a city. Nothing here is a shark, so I'm assuming there's something in the sewer. And you're our new hunter team. I've set up in fact, there was one today, according to one of our recon agents. So I'll send you the address for the closest manhole cover that the attack happened, and you can meet our little recon guy over there. You probably know him, Ryan. But yeah, and so he tells you the address. It's near some museum or whatever.
Okay.
Oh boy, field
The,
trip.
the museum's not important, but
Hey,
the manhole cover outside it is.
out of character question.
Yes.
In the 80s, would they have those little backpacks that have the leashes on them for kids?
You're not. But
I would assume so, but I don't really think Lamia would know those were a thing.
With no like factual knowledge at all, I feel like those were invented in the.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would be invented in the 80s, but again, I don't really think Lamia would know they exist.
Googling.
Alright, so you know what? So Alamia turns over to Red. Do you have a leash?
Do you remember the friendship bracelets I showed you how to make?
Yeah.
I do have. It took a little practice to get the hang of it, and he goes to wrestle around a closet, of course, and he comes back with a leather friendship bracelet that is probably 6 feet long.
Well,
Jesus.
Will this work?
that should work just fine.
All right.
So I proceed to wrap it around Ryan's belt.
Side note, I could not find any indication of when exactly backpacks with leashes on them were invented.
That's alright.
Do they exist at all? Were they all
Yeah.
a fever dream?
No,
Yes,
they do
exist.
All right. And so, you're given the area of the actual most recent murder or attack anyway, and they actually left the body on the surface this time, surprisingly, and not out an outflow pipe. Probably a quick bite, I guess, or something like that. So,
Alana
so
has now
you-
attached a leash to Ryan.
Rad's like, okay, you kids, have fun, and he like moves his gonna sit down and read the newspaper.
You're not
Not
coming
even
with
Brad,
us?
if you do
Not even
this,
the
your
most-
toilet's gonna get fixed too.
Uh, fixed like how it was a few days ago, or fixed like better than it was when I moved in? Because it was
It
nasty.
depends how good you do, says the speaker on the thing.
Red looks over at the bathroom, looks back at the others.
Sees the toilet is out of water and no water at all inside that toilet.
He gets up and starts putting together his weapons and stuff.
Mr. Rogers'
Are
toilet's
you
probably
going to
fine.
bring the flamethrower? Because this is a water area and it's probably going to be kind of hard to do.
Well, see, I was already like, the flamethrower will not be coming on this trip because you see, sewers have methane and other gases that are
that's probably a good idea.
Flammable.
Yeah.
So, mainly
You could bring it on like a second visit in case you want to explode it, I guess. You can if you want to. I'm not going to stop you as long as you're not inside the sewer when you explode it.
Guys, there was this book called Rats that I read when I was a kid that involved heavily, like, blowing up all of the, like, man-eating rats with methane in the sewer, and, like, it was impactful. I am not bringing the flamethrower this time.
Good idea.
Hey,
okay.
by the way, here's a visual representation of how Lamia attached the friendship bracelet to Ryan.
Oh, you drew it fast, but sure, let's go with that.
It's just a crappy representation, okay?
Fair enough. And so
Ryan is not amused.
But does he fight it?
He's going to not fight it, and then later when no one's looking and people are caught up in a more tense situation, he's just gonna carefully slice it off with a knife in his pocket.
You don't have.
I can't imagine that would be very.
You don't have your knife, Ryan. You have.
I still have your knife.
Damien has has your knife.
I kind of like swing both around just in front of me, just kind of tauntingly.
You're not supposed. I shoot the friendship bracelet.
No, you don't. Not yet.
I can't imagine that would be very good to have yourselves tethered together during a fight.
Why are you trying to ruin our friendship?
To be fair, we're not in a fight.
The only reason I'm doing this is so he doesn't end up running off.
Also, Lamia can easily just drop it, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Granted, then Ryan will have a giant string trailing off of his back, which could easily be used against him.
And it's really not gonna go well with the coat. Like, I've got a coat on. It doesn't make it as flowy when you're interrupting it with this stupid thing. Like, seriously.
Your coat can deal with it.
My coat can't deal with it.
Oh god. All right.
I need to keep you safe at all costs.
What happens now?
And
are you all heading over to the thing, or
human remains or whatever?
I guess so.
It is very illegal.
I journeyed down here alone. I could have done that, but I chose not to.
Which was smart.
An idiot.
Yeah, although you seem like one, so.
Okay, guys, if we're gonna do this, we should probably not fight. All right.
Look, you're not the one whose job is to protect this idiot.
Brad's like, personally, I found that like you can get a job done. You can get a job done with any amount of infighting.
The order said that you were crucial in saving the world or something, and I...
On one hand, I really like that, and on the other hand, I despise that.
Good. Now let's go.
Can't we all just get along?
I'll get along once I'm done with this.
Friends?
Grace, you know what? Roll manipulate somebody again.
Oh, okay.
This is not going to count towards experience. If anyone follows this, I'm just saying this is the cute lizard being the heart here, so you kind of have to.
The cute thing.
Yeah. So I just want to see how good this does. I'm assuming very.
2d6 plus 2. I got the wrong thing there.
Drum roll.
Hey! So yeah, everyone get along and someone be in charge and lead them to where the address is.
Also, Damien, can I have my
Rock,
knife back?
paper, scissors for it?
Lamia just starts going.
Yeah, Rad's just walking off. Like,
Very
towards
well.
the thing.
I follow
Damien,
behind.
I need my knife. I need my knife. Damien?
I will give it to you when we get to the sewers.
Why? No!
Lamia's just kind of dragging Ryan behind her.
I still need to grab my stuff!
By the way,
Too
I'm
bad.
picturing that Rad has brought some snacks with him. Like,
I would
he's
assume
very
so.
casual as he's walking along.
Can I-
Like
can I-
you're just
can I-
eating those pretzels.
Mhm.
As we walk out, I immediately realize that I'm walking out onto the street with 2 knives, and I quickly hide them.
Yeah, you probably put them back in your hoodie or something,
A
right?
lot of people are probably
Yep.
questioning why Lamia is dragging Ryan by a leash, though.
Yeah, you're
But-
doing the whole fucking Diddy Dragon Fox behind him thing.
Oh, yeah. But I...
This really...
Lamia just don't care.
Ryan
Mhm.
has no idea. He walks up to Ryan and puts his arm over her shoulder.
You mean
walk
up
up
to
to yourself
Lamia?
Yes.
You said Ryan walked up to Ryan.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah. No, there's actually... Plot twist. There's
Guys,
more.
it's doppelgangers this
Oh
round.
no!
All right. Anyway, so
Ryan
you
walks up
put.
to Ryan walks up to Lamia. Just casually puts his arm over her shoulders.
Okay.
Smiling
Okay.
a bit more pleasantly than he should be.
And so, how do you get there? You all walk, take a cab, bus.
Well, first, Lamia pushes his arm off of her shoulder
Mm-hmm.
because she does not understand human culture that much.
Fair enough.
It's
So
just
she's
a
like,
casual,
what is
friendly thing. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of creepy.
this?
It's a little bit creepy.
Lamia just kind of glares at him.
Mm-hmm. All right, and so I'm gonna say it takes about 20 minutes to walk there. It's about, let's see, it was afternoon before, so it's about 12:30ish right about now.
Ryan wraps the leash like around his arm, so he stays as close to Lamia as possible, so it's far less noticeable.
Okay, fair enough.
Lamia tries unwrapping it.
At least he's cooperative.
You can't unwrap it.
Indeed.
It's around. I've wrapped it around my arm like a bandage.
Yeah, and I can unwrap it because I have the end that's loose. So
That's going to be a lot more awkward than I think you think.
I'm wrapping
think
it
it's going to
around
be.
like a bandage. You have it, but it's been wrapped around my arm and hand. So you'd need to be pulling it at my arm to unwrap it. You don't
But
wanna do
I
that.
This is
have.
a lot. It's a lot more awkward than I think you realize it is.
But in
I
order to
made-
wrap it around my
Ryan is
hand,
making-
you would have needed to pull part of it out of my hand because I was holding onto it.
like- No, It's the equivalent of like. So you've got this.
Guys, let's wrap it up here.
This is like the most useless conversation, and I love it.
I'm sorry.
So I would
Lamia,
appreciate it
you've
if
got-
we like move this along, because we don't really need a fucking leash on him. But I get what you mean. You don't want him to do more illegal
We're
stuff.
at the manhole.
Well, you're
Alright,
you're at the museum area, and Ryan, you see someone you recognize. Tom, the hot dog salesman.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
I gasp out of character.
And so he's like in the park right in front of the museum area, and there's like a police tape area with the police car and the detective and all that over there in the upper left of the park in front of the museum.
I guess we head over there.
I'm assuming, does Ryan want a hot dog?
Out of character,
Does he
I
have
didn't
hot
see
dogs?
this. I didn't see this character before, but now I am picturing the Cabbage Man from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Also,
Pretty,
quick thing though.
pretty accurate.
Ryan, Rad also recognizes him, former co-worker, also field agent recon man, Tom Vento.
Okay.
Vento.
So is he
And
selling
so
hot dogs?
he sells hot dogs, but he also keeps an eye out for monsters and crap around.
No,
the-
but
what?
is he selling hot dogs right now?
Yes, he's got his cart and everything, and a couple chairs out.
Damien?
He's set up next to a couple chairs.
Hot
Damien?
dogs are the running gag of this series.
Damien?
Yeah.
It's
Knife? Now?
No.
I hand the knife to Ryan.
No.
Rad, are you gonna mention you know the guy or?
I think
No.
Rad's gonna walk up to him and be like,
No.
"Hey, Tommy, what's going on?"
No, the Alamia intercepts the knife.
I don't hand it over to Elamia.
Yeah, but Alamia intercepts the knife because she knows what you're going to do.
I just put it back in my hoodie.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
I
so
glare at him.
you all notice Rad walking over to the hot dog stand.
Alamia walks over as well, dragging.
It's good to see all of you again.
Ryan doesn't get dragged along. He's all up holding, trying to get all touchy and close because it's like, if you're gonna make this uncomfortable for me, I'm gonna make it uncomfortable for you.
Can I
Good thing she
try to
doesn't know
sneak behind
how-
the two of
how,
them
weird
and
this
cut the
is.
cord?
What?
Act under pressure.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh,
what
act under
happened?
pressure.
Who's acting under
Okay.
pressure?
Damien.
Me! I'm sneaking up behind you guys to cut the cord.
How dare!
No.
You're going to ruin our friendship.
Rad spent hours on
God.
that thing.
Friendship!
11!
And so you do.
Alamia looks down.
It is a braid, so it's not just like I think it like the individual strands like untwine like suddenly in like a swirl.
Alamia suddenly looks down at the broken friendship bracelet.
I kind of
Aw.
just shove Ryan away from Elamia.
And the party
While
will
handing
thank
him his
God,
knife.
Damien, I owe you
Wow.
my fucking life.
While handing him his knife.
You still you still got like that fucking, you still got it wrapped around your chest, but whatever.
No, it's not around his
Chest?
chest. It's around his belt.
Rad's
Okay.
gonna do
It's around his, like,
that
waist.
whistle that like a gym teacher does like when people are screwing around in class, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, hello, focus, please," and he's gonna
I just stand there innocently.
And so Tom
Whistling.
Vento is just raising an eyebrow at this group.
don't ask Tommy, just what's going on.
Alamia walks up to Rad and hands over her half. The
Something's definitely in the sewer. I'm not entirely sure what. I just saw a couple midgets jump in there.
What kind of midgets? How midgety we talking?
Alamia is in-
2 feet.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, they seem
any-
pretty.
Distinctive features aside from size.
It looked like they had a banana in their mouth, but they weren't like balaclavas, so I couldn't really tell. It just looked they had like they had just like had big ol'. It looks like they had bananas in their mouth under their mask.
That's kind
All
of
right.
weird.
Other than that, though, again, there was like a recent, hobo murder over there.
Mm-hmm.
Chunk taken out of his neck, though.
Ugh.
Not like the shark bites this time around. It looks like someone just like, I don't know, like a snapping turtle.
Yeah, I've seen many a snapping turtle bite.
Yeah, something like that. It's not exactly pretty, but all the stuff is dried up already, so that's good.
So, Alamia hands the half of the 6-foot-long friendship bracelet over to Red. Sorry.
I figured it wasn't gonna last that long.
I tried.
At least it's not lost in the sewers.
Yeah.
So it's,
All right,
it's
let's
still
see.
about 3 feet of leather leash, right?
Mm-hmm.
What
Anyways,
did Ryan
let
do
me-
with his half?
Hmm.
What did Ryan do with his half?
It's
Ryan
still
still
wrapped
got
around
wrapped
his
around
body.
his arm.
I'm assuming it's
Okay.
wrapped around his arm and around his chest. Or around his belt.
Why
Anyway.
is it now chest?
I changed it to belt. Anyway. I'm gonna describe what Tom Vento looks like now. He's
Okay.
he's got graying hair, he's clean shaven, he's like younger than Rad is. He's like a couple years from retirement at this point.
Oh, well, now he's obviously gonna die.
And yeah, he knows Ryan as just a frequent customer somehow, probably from just investigating stuff and him also being there, but nothing ever clicked. And the guy just kind of wants to help out since you all work for the same group at the moment. You still raising an eyebrow at this whole situation? Well, at least,
So is Rad.
huh?
So is Rad.
Yeah. Nice,
Lamia just kinda
nice
looks
team you got there this time around. You got.
Lamia just kind of looks disappointed.
I'm just standing
Tom?
there looking innocent.
Tom?
Yeah. Hey, Ryan.
Buddy, I am gonna buy so many hot dogs today.
No.
Like, how many people are here?
I'll give you
No.
two. I'll give you
You're like-
one since you're on the clock.
On the clock, I was gonna give one for everyone, and maybe 3 for me, but you know.
No
Excuse
hot dogs.
I'll give you one. Just you'll owe me later.
Oh, maybe later.
Do not give him a hot dog.
Why? It's on. He needs a lunch. You guys ain't eaten lunch yet.
I'm going to take out money and give it to Tom.
And what are you buying? It's got various other snacks on the hot dog stand as well.
I'm getting 2 hot dogs.
All right. And he
with
gives you
all of the things.
He gives you all the hot dog.
Oh, should I have rolled
Hi.
woman or man with the plan again at the start of this mystery?
Not yet, I guess. You can do that when you get to this actual sewer cap.
Okay.
I hand one to Ryan.
Oh my god, thank you, I owe you my...
And so,
And
yeah,
then
you guys have.
I offer a little
nothing
like
happens.
hot dog toast.
Wait, that means I offer you my life twice now. I'm running out of lives.
See, this
No,
is the
I
real
am-
strategy.
I am not offering my life for your life for his life. I'm only here to protect one person, and that's you.
To clarify, that laugh was completely out of character.
That's fair. And so
I'm not
you
evilly,
enjoy the hot
maniacally
dog-
laughing at this.
You enjoy the hot dogs, and just get like the general gist of midgets and a dead hobo by the sewer cap.
Lamia just kind of growls and looks at them.
Got a pouty face.
Yeah, she's kind of upset that her leash plan didn't work.
I mean, it worked for most of the way here.
Yeah, but then
All right.
you intervened.